Hey guys, today I'm gonna turn this spoiler into this. Let's do it. So you might have seen the last video where I showcased my new carbon fiber spoiler. While I'm really a fan of the carbon fiber look, I think that the rear spoiler, if you look from the back side, it really takes away that trunk line from the factory. Because right now the car looks like me wearing a snapback hat. Right. So what I'm gonna do today is I bought these vinyl. I'm gonna show you just in a minute right next to the car. These are 3M 1080. Yeah, I believe the name is White Ghost or something. I'm gonna just put a title here. But basically I'm going to be trying to vinyl wrap and hopefully the color matches. If it doesn't, at least it's gonna give me a good idea of how it's gonna look. I do have a Photoshop render of how it should look and I really like it. It reminds me of a BMW M3, like the E46 M3, the CSL trunk ducktail look. Having the only the backside color match. I'm not going to be wrapping the entire carbon fiber spoiler. So from the side and from the top, you can still see the exposed carbon fiber, and just from the back, you're gonna see it color match where this is gonna bring back the trunk line, the curve, and not only that, it's gonna fix that straight cut across. It's gonna bring back the curve, but it also is gonna raise the trunk line. Looks kind of like an M3 style, right? So let's put these next to the car and see how good of a match. I already did it. It's not bad. I think these might be the same vinyl that people sell for the pre-cut door handle wrap. So from far you can tell the difference. Up close you can see a little more sparkly on the vinyl than the pearl paint we have. And also I was thinking that because the spoiler is facing down, that's the area where I want to be wrapped. The vinyl will be somewhat in the shadow most of the time, so it'll be a different shade. So even if the color don't match completely, it might not be as noticeable because technically from where you see it, it's gonna have a different shade of white all the time anyways because of the way it's angled. So and another thing I was thinking, I might just primer over the vinyl, and I have color matching paint. I have these color matching paint for Tesla. I have these color matching paint from Tesla. So I've used it before and it's a really good match. So I already attempt painting on top of vinyl. I did a YouTube, Google. I don't see anyone had tried that before, and in my head I don't see why not, it won't work. So I tried it. I primered on top and I applied some leftover paint I have from other colors. It worked. It wasn't peeling off. It should work. I mean, it's not gonna move. So if it doesn't match, I might just do that. So let's get started. Let's see the vinyl up close with the paint next to it. So I really don't know how much the camera is gonna pick up. I mean, at a certain angle, you can see that it has these yellowy sparkling thing, when our paint doesn't have that. The only thing is when you look at this vinyl in the angle, you see these golden color, but if you look straight at it, it's pretty good match overall. So hopefully that will do. So let's clean the bottom of the spoiler, and I'll get the knifeless tape applied across where I want the vinyl to stop, and then get the wrapping started. So I'm just carefully lining up. It helps that it has this flat edges right at the edge of the spoiler, and I'm just gonna use that as a guideline where I want the vinyl to stop. Okay, and I'm just gonna take a step back and see if the lines are straight. Pretty good overall. So for the bottom, I think I'm just gonna run a razor blade on the inside, kind of like this. After the vinyl is applied and it's all curved around it, and then I'm just gonna trim it from the bottom like that. So I'm cutting away from the paint into the gap between the spoiler and the trunk, so it should be okay. So the film is actually slightly short. What I'm gonna do is, with the sun, pretty hot today, so I'm gonna try to just stretch it to fit. If it doesn't, I'm gonna bring my heat gun and apply some heat. And I got it. So let's fix some of these wrinkles right now. I can care less what's happening on the top because right above the all right, and we're done. I'm just kidding. All right, let's work the bottom. So release some of these tension here. So we're just gonna work from the top back down because because I don't know why, I'm just doing it. So I'm gonna just cut some of the extra film here to release some unwanted or unneeded tension. Okay, squeegee, link in the description. Looking good, right? You guys see it? So on this side, once again, release the tension. And we'll get this. All right, and we're almost at the bottom of it. Just gonna make sure all the bubbles are out. Kind of stretched the film too much, so I'm just gonna heat it up and reposition or reset the position for the film. So as you can see, I'm pulling down toward the direction I want the film to run and squeegeeing it down at the same time. Got a small crease there, so I'm getting that out with a heat gun. And I didn't really plan for how I want to wrap it, which direction, so I end up with these slack here. I'm just gonna add some heat and stretch it through. I'm only so far away from completing it, so it's not going to be a major concern. Alright, so I think all we're left to do is some cleanup. Make sure it's wrapped all the way around so when I cut the bottom of it, no black will be shown. And then I think there is a curve here in respect of the Tesla logo. Okay, you guys ready? The moment of truth. I'm gonna pull the knifeness tape and get rid of the top portion of it. Just gonna cut a small opening and break it through. Push it. Now hold this and pull very fast. There you go. Moves you back to a straight back view so you get a first look of how it looks. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is run a knife through the gap between the trunk and the spoiler. Even though it's not that technical here, I do want to be careful still. I do not want to retitle the video to be I cut into my paint with a knife. Although that might be sounds like a popular video, but I don't think that's what I'm going for. So because the lighting was pretty harsh earlier, so I waited until now that the sun is kind of set to show you how everything looks after it's all completed. So that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I should wrap the whole thing or leave it the way it is, or remove the vinyl completely and expose the carbon fiber. I personally like the way it looks right now. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.